Let's get into the dream because I don't even feel like doing a whole prelude to this is what it is. I had 3 distinctive dreams that all ran intertwined of one another. The very first one was my new lover, partner, was with me. I was introducing my new partner to my family. And then I would come and get them and then introduce them to everybody. They decided to go off on their own and go mingle in with the family and see what clicks and what shakes. And true form, it did. The family absolutely loved them. Great. I said I was going to leave and go to the store. I would be right back since they seemed so comfortable. I left and ended up in dream number 2. Dream number 2 was I went to a new job and I was figuring out my office space, like my office location. For to me it was, you can have this small closet sized room. Okay, fine, whatever. But while I was going to go meet other staff, they ended up calling me out of my name. Calling me a name that wasn't mine. And I didn't even correct them on it. I just went straight to head HR to send an email, to send a message, to let them know this was, not favorable conditions. So that segues into the third dream, or the third part of the same dream. I think this was all just the same thing. And I was in my old room and there was a girl in my room that was watching me. Every time I would look down at my laptop to type this email to HR, she would look at me, and then when I would look up, she would look down. So we did this for about a minute until I caught on to her and was just like, I made eye contact with her. When I did, she went away. In that part of the dream, the third part of the dream, I was writing a letter to HR and saying what it was I wanted to say about how uncomfortable the work conditions were. And then I realized, girl, you don't work there anymore. You don't have to worry about that. You've already left the situation, so move on. So that's exactly what I did. And said, I don't ever want to move back to DC. I don't ever want to move back to the DMV. So for me to be there, I had to have been there for a reason. Like I said in the beginning of the dream, I was introducing my partner to my family, seeing myself in the U-Haul coming back here. Like I was bringing my partner from the DMV here. That's weird. So needless to say, if this read is for you, you have a significant other that is coming into your life that has possibly just left their job, You all are in a U-Haul truck, and they decided, you know what, this job ain't it. I don't want to do this. I'm ready to go down to Georgia. I'm ready to move on with my life, wherever it is that they want to move to. Some of us want to move to Pensacola. Some of us want to move to Madrid. Some of us want to, what am I hearing? Pensacola was a wild card there. I hear somebody going, I want to go to Tuscany though. But I want to move to Barcelona. But okay, it doesn't matter where you want to move to. The fact of the matter is somebody is moving. Somebody is getting into a relationship and they're moving. And they are moving specifically either with their partner or towards their partner. With their partner or towards their partner. So they found something else. They're happier to move the fuck on. They're moving around, basically. Talk to me about blessing in a separation. Yep, they found something better. And they're ready to move towards that. Did I not say? Because they are not for the weak. This is not a favorable condition, so I'm out of here. I'm leaving this situation, and I'm going towards what's making me happy. Where are you going? You're going towards a wish. A wish is a dream that your heart makes when you're fast asleep. Wow. Oh. A wish is a dream that your heart makes when you're fast asleep. So, as I started this read, I was dreaming about leaving. And I was bringing my significant other here. In the dream, I was telling myself, don't worry about this job because you don't work there anymore, so you don't have those problems anymore. You're about to move to bigger and better things. You're about to move on to bigger and better things. So whatever the dream was or the wish was, that's where you're moving towards. Empress. Okay, Empress. What's up for this, Empress? Changes. Like I said, changes will do you good. Whew. This Empress said, fuck that, and rejected the past. So somebody is going through another ego death here, an awakening, a rebirth. Opportunities will happen when you leave. Yeah. So somebody is moving, somebody is relocating for the better, for the betterment of themselves. They feel like this next situation is going to spoil them, and it's an offer that's coming in. So they're moving towards a better offer. In retrospect, this better offer makes them feel better too. It's like, let me hurry up and pack my stuff and go and move. Crush. Wow. I'm trying to think of how I felt about this person that was in the dream. I felt like I could leave them with my family and go off and do what it was I wanted to do. But what I felt like was this person, I feel like this is a continuation from the engagement dream. Wow. So now that you're engaged and you and your partner are about to move in together, you are about to embark on this new journey together. Wow. Okay, so opportunities happen after this separation of leaving where you are. This is a whole direct message. 5115, 1515 could be relevant. That could be a new address. So we have ego death, and it's not a spell. Your smitten kitten, followed by 3 of swords. So whatever it was you were leaving, you gave it some thought. You gave it, you balanced the scales about it, basically. And yeah, you're leaving. We got abandoned with rejection, Empress. So you have made your executive decision. If this is it, I'm out of here. King of Wands, yeah. Strength and King of Wands. I'm young, I'm sprightly, it's my life to live. I can do this. I dig that. February. I feel like February is a good time for, massive changes. It's right after, the new year and all of that. But it still gives you that window of time changing. I'm getting something else though. So you know how people normally set out, their New Year's resolutions for January. They sometimes start in December, and the deadline, like their ultimate deadline. February should also be your deadline for taxes, people, by the way. I'm just saying out there. But yeah, I feel like February was probably when you made the decision. February is when everything changed for you, because this is coming in on Death and 3 of Swords, and it's not a spell, you're smitten. So yeah, February was when you made the change. Okay. Yep. And you said, deuces, I'm out. You started to see yourself differently. People are probably starting to see you differently as well. Like, oh, you're changing. I know. It's called evolution. This is the information that you needed to know. You are completely in your ego, Virgo, and that's fine. This is your runway. This is your life. As I said, you are young, sprightly, capable, and able and willing. There's nothing wrong with you uprooting yourself and wanting to go off and live your life and see what the world has to offer. The world is a bigger place than the city you grew up in, people. I hope y'all know that. than the city that you grew up in. We're talking about Six of Cups and nostalgia. Your wishes were bigger than, you know, your 10-year-old self looking out your window, staring at the stars and making wishes on love and unicorns and rainbows and stuff. I can't even tell you what I was wishing on as a kid, wishing for as a kid. I'm pausing because I'm like, well, bitch, did you make any wishes as a kid? I really did not. I didn't make wishes as a kid because I was loved rather thoroughly. And by kid, I mean, like, you know, when fairy tales and magic and things like that existed. Your preteens to your teens and all of that. So I went straight from preteen to be in love like Juliet, and in my teenage years I was working 3 jobs, going to school so I could get out of my neighborhood. I wanted the fuck out. I wanted the fuck out. But when I say my and I have been itching to tell this story for so long. So when I was a kid, when I was a preteen, I had a little boyfriend who was not so little. He was a whole fucking thug, okay? And I grew up in a different era, people, so when I say thug, I mean that legitly. But my boyfriend, we both were braces too, this is so funny, would come to my house every night without fail, every night, and get out of his car and sit on the roof of his car and talk to me from my window. He would either be on his car, leaning on his car, leaning on my fence. He pulled out a chair one time, and I would open my window and second story of the house and be talking to him like all night. All night long. This was the original FaceTime. This man would pull up, and I mean skirt around the corner. You could hear the music in the car thumping before he even pulls up. So it's like I knew to get out of bed and get ready because it was him. And he would hit that corner, park right there on the corner of the curb. Sometimes I look back over my life when I'm telling y'all stories or when I'm talking to people and I'm like, damn, this really fucking happened. It is the cutest fucking thing, or it is the most horrific fucking thing ever. Bitch, how did you survive this? I was a real life Juliet as a teenager. He would park his car, big old hootie, the subwoofer in the back. This is so funny. Park his car, I would open the window and literally be standing at the window like, hey, and we would talk all night. And I'm talking until like 2 o'clock in the morning. The sun came up sometimes. I would, you know, we'd be laughing and whispering at the same time. We would toss each other notes. He would toss me paper airplanes. He would toss me paper airplanes of like little love notes and stuff. And funny enough, my mother's room was like right on the corner, like where my room was facing was this side of the street, and her room was facing this side of the street. So she could hear us, but you know, she sleeps, she wasn't really paying attention. But sometimes she would come in my room and stick her head out the window and be like, if you don't get your ass away from this house and go home. Sometimes he would leave flowers on the step for my mother to be like, I'm sorry I disturbed you last night. I cannot believe I'm finally telling this story. But yeah, he would play music for me. We would literally just be in the window and he would be outside talking to me all night. And first of all, let me go ahead and let you know this. I was not having sex with this man, okay? I was not having sex at this age. I just was not. But everybody believed that I was, and I allowed that. I allowed people to believe whatever the fuck it was that they thought. Like, this boy is coming to her house all the time, and her mother's not there. My mother's right in the other room asleep. Or, you know, my mother would come home and she would come home from work late or whatever. It'd be like 8 o'clock. He's still out there, and she come in the house and be like, all right, nigga, you got 2 hours to talk to her, and then you gotta go away. This is so funny. But the fact of the matter is, I was loved differently, okay? So, yeah. The way that I'm feeling about the way that I felt then is how I felt in this dream. So whoever this person is, this significant other, this fiance, this person that I took to meet my family, gave a nostalgic feeling, gave a feeling of safety and security, and made me feel like a whole Juliet. That was my Romeo. And this is where it started, the whole 6 of Cups. Whew. So Empress, this person, you're rejected. If it's not this, if love is not this, and it makes you feel abandoned or like you have to sacrifice, you don't want it. You don't want it. And whatever projection that people try to toss at you and thinking that you are a king of wands out here sleeping with random people, you're not. Let them think that. That's on them. That has nothing to do with you. This is what you want. You want your twin flame. You want somebody that is spinning the same music as you are. Somebody that is definitely a higher level soulmate. Not somebody that you have to fight tooth and nail to get your point across with. But somebody that's like, okay, I can learn from them. They can learn from me. We match each other's vibe. We make fucking sense. It's not a constant battle. It's not a fight all the time. Whew. Empress, you know what you want. And that just feels so good. Oh, yes, you know what you want. You are obsessive about your obsessions, and your obsession is you. You are not concerned about anybody's projections, any black widows that'll try to come in the mix. This, again, is falling in under ego death. So you have identified the people that have come into your life, lied to you, tried to use you, tried to abuse you, and just said to all of them, deuces. You're going with your first thought. Hello? You're going with your first thought. You have the knowledge and information. You have gained the wisdom and foresight to make moves. Okay? And this is what you're going for. Started out talking about making a move and commitment. We got a whole U-Haul here. Okay? A whole U-Haul. I'm going to take 4 more, stepping off of anything that's false. I already said this. Empress, you have the knowledge and the wisdom, and you are unfuck bothered by the projections and the bullshit. That ain't got nothing to do with you, but this does. Wow. And this is exactly where this card is falling. Empress, you have found a higher level soulmate. This is definitely a continuation of yesterday's read. You have said yes to a commitment, and this commitment makes you feel so good. I feel such peace right now just talking about this. So again, we have retrospective and crush. You are free to manifest anything that you want to manifest into your life. You're telling the universe, this is what I want, bring it to my feet, lay it out for me so that I can assess it and take care of it. Where does smoke come from? Ooh. They don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke, but you want all the smoke. You're like, yes, bring it to my feet. Bring it to me. That let these other folks live in confusion, honey, because that ain't got nothing to do with me. Their confusion has nothing to do with me. And even in my dream, as I started to talk about the job that I felt that wasn't for me, and I'm not sure if this is, for you, person that I'm reading for, or if this is pertaining to your emperor, your significant other. Y'all not ones to play with. Y'all are not ones to play with. And I say that so sternly because the person that I was talking about that was my Romeo as a teenager, when I say he was a thug, I got my thugness from him. And I'm going to say that proudly because he taught me a lot of things. A lot of things that just, you know, the world will beat you up to teach you. He taught it to me with love. And like I said, we weren't having sex, but everybody thought that we were. But he loved me differently. Anyway, so yeah, let the world live in confusion. Let everybody else stay stuck. You are no longer stuck at all. You are not bound by anybody's rules or restrictions. And even if they're asking why the fuck not, it's because you know your worth. You know your worth. And your worth is crushing on you too. Divine timing, retrospective, and it's an offer. It is your time. It is time for you to move around, move about. Who's watching? Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I said it's divine time, and then it is time for you to move around, move about. God is watching you, watching out for you. You're not falling prey to, you know, to common advances. You are single. You are happy, successful. There are no strings on you. That's what that is. You are not falling prey to other people's advances. You're not just, you know, accepting the flim-flams of modern society. Why am I hearing that? You're not like everybody else. That's what it is. You are God's chosen one. That's what I just saw. I'm looking at living in confusion, the hangman, and I'm like, nope, that's not you. That's what they expected you to be. Ooh, that's what they expected you to be. They expected you to be out here collecting bodies, spreading wide for everybody that comes along. That's not you. You may be shiny and you know, reserved and cute, skin glistening and everything. But yeah, you are a whole vibe, sweetheart. Ooh, a whole vibe. And opportunities are coming your way. You are the opportunity. You are the opportunity. Not only are you walking karma, but you are walking opportunities. You are a vessel for other people's manifestations as well. You are a walking genie. Wow. Whew, that people want to be around. You have people watching you, watching your back at the same time, wondering how you do what it is you do. But yeah. Because the separation is what changed you. It elevated you. Wow. So people are seeing your growth, your elevation. That's what it is. You are not that same girl from the fucking hood, Goldilocks. You are not the same girl from the hood. Like, you and I grew up in the same, what Wale say? When I was on my way up, why you ain't see the stairs? We from the same hood. We know the same people, and they all come in me. You could have been right there with me. So somebody is wondering how. But again, this has nothing to do with you. Their projections, assumptions, and questions have absolutely nothing to do with you. If they were getting breadcrumbed in life, they expected you to be getting breadcrumbed in life. But they had no idea that you had already been somebody's whole Juliet out in these streets. And you wasn't even out in the fucking streets. They were getting breadcrumbed in relationships, and you were being loved differently. And in ways and manners that people didn't even know about. There is nothing worse than somebody coming back to you talking about, they told me everything that happened in y'all's relationship. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They told you what they wanted you to know. They told you the little bits and pieces that you could handle. I don't care what parts of the conversation they told you. They still couldn't divulge every single thing that went down in our relationship. But that's a clear indication of who those people are that need to stay away from you. Because again, you and your emperor are not for the fucking weak. Y'all are not for the weak. And I see smoke yet again. So So these people actually want to come back into your life. And I guess that's why I started talking about that in the first place. It's given that whole nostalgia bit, that whole, we grew up together, we're from the same block, same neighborhood and all of that. You should come home and visit. Matter of fact, while I was in the dream and I was talking about being at home, and somebody was, the deck split on meditation while I'm talking about this dream. While I was there, I was having a conversation with a friend that was downstairs and I was upstairs in my old room, and we were talking about them finding a place to live in the DMV, and I was telling them the areas that I used to live at and how it's different now. The more I would tell them, the more I'd be like, I cannot wait to get the fuck out of here. I cannot wait to leave. And it wasn't that I wanted to leave DC because it was so fucking horrible. No, it was because I wanted to grow. I wanted to elevate. I wanted to see the rest of the world. I don't care where you grew up. I don't care if you love your city. I don't care if you love your neighborhood. You know, those friends that you've had since you were still in diapers running around on the block, from block parties to birthday parties. I don't care about none of that. You have got to understand that the world is bigger than your backyard. I hope that y'all know that. I really hope that y'all do. Because people get so fucking offended when you're telling them that you want to move out of state, out of country. And they're like, why? Why would you leave me? Why would you leave you? Do you hear how selfish you sound? I'm supposed to stay here for you? That's insane. That is insane. My life does not start and stop on this block. It doesn't. It's not going to. And if you feel like your life starts and stops because where you went to high school or where you went to middle school, like, that's fucking nuts. Ooh, that's fucking nuts. That's freaking nuts. Anyway, that shit made me itch. Like I said, if it makes me itch and twitch, it is not for me. So that energy is not for me. I don't know who the hell that is trying to pull this emperor and this empress back into, well, you used to live here, we used to do and fuck all that. Fuck all of that. Absolutely not. This person has anxiety about calling you because they know full fucking well that you are a vibe, but you have already left the premises. You left for your desires. Your desires deserve you, and you deserve your desires. Don't let nobody else try to hold you back or hinder you just because they want you to be stuck there for them. That's nuts. That's fucking nuts. Make moves for you. Be a fool for yourself. Be a fool for your life. Be a fool for your love. Be a fool for your fucking desires, people. Whew. Somebody from your past is thinking about you while you have uprooted yourself, moved the fuck on, fled the fucking state. Somebody from your past is thinking about you. Let them think. Somebody from your past is thinking about you. They want you back. They want to talk. They want to see how things are going for you. Things are going fucking great. How are things for you? At a certain point, you have to realize sometimes you just gotta let people grow, and if they don't grow, then you gotta let them go. Chance after chance after chance is all I keep hearing. I gave chance after chance, and it's like, why aren't you doing better for yourself? Why don't you want better for yourself? Why don't you want to come up out of that? My nose is starting to get stuffed up. Somebody is trying to stifle the fuck out of you. We're gonna move on from this because this shit is making me itch. Somebody is trying to stifle you. I don't know if they're watching your social media. I'm pretty sure that they are, since we do have admired here. But somebody is watching you change, watching you grow, watching you elevate. What's happening? What's going on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So yeah, somebody from your past is watching you, is admiring what's going on with you, but at the same time, where do I fit in all of this? Where do I fit in your new life now? That's a good question. Very good question. Itch and switch. They want to have a conversation with you about the past. I'm not sure if this just means because of what happened in y'all's past. They feel like you left them. They feel like you left them. Abandon is way over there under Empress. Empress did have to abandon, anything and everything that did not serve her higher purpose. Her higher purpose is not the high school that she grew up going to. Her higher purpose is not her high school sweetheart. It is not, the friends that she used to take bubble baths with and have sleepovers with. It's not. Her higher purpose is different than that. Higher, not stuck, not stagnant. This is a tower for this friend. As I said, you're on their roster, but this is a tower for them because the confidence that you have in display and showing the fuck off and showing the fuck out, apparently they don't have that there. Apparently they don't have that there. So talk to me about this Emperor and this Empress. How are they doing? I'm getting lovely. Y'all are not blocked. Emperor and Empress, y'all are not blocked, okay? Proceed with God at the front. Proceed. Whatever it is that you're dreaming, you can do it. What my man say on Rocky Horror? Don't just dream it, be it. Don't just dream it, be it. Okay? Give me some indicators on this Empress. I just wanted to flip out, didn't it? The Empress, you must be in your feelings about this. You must be feeling good, girl. Ooh, if you, ooh. Actually just got this, 34:44 as I look at the clock too. That first bite of chocolate icing on the chocolate cake, that corner piece. Oh my goodness, I was thinking about getting some chocolate cake earlier today anyway. That's so funny. Empress, you are feeling good. Whew. You know that where you're going, you can put your guard down. It's actually flipped out in reverse. You don't have to be so guarded nowadays. Ooh, that sounds and feels really good. You know what's weird is that even though I lived in the hood and from the hood, whatever, because back then, when you told anybody that you were from a particular part of DC, they'd be like, oh my God, that's the hood, Tummy confirmation, that's so funny. When I left my neighborhood is when I had to look over my shoulder. It wasn't until I got back to that green line that I felt like I could keep my eyes straight. But when I got to like northeast, northwest, I was always walking backwards to see who was coming up behind me. But Empress, you don't feel that way now. You cool Mo D in these fucking streets. You are cool Mo fucking D in these fucking streets. You put your glasses on, get your strut on, and walk that runway. Like, that's all that noise. You are imprinted and it feels good. It feels great. You're not even clutching your pearl. You are not worried. You are not stressed. You are free to move around, move about. Divinely protected and guided. Ooh, this flipped right out on divinely protected and guided is what I said. Hello? This flipped right on top of the Emperor and Twin Flame. This love is beautiful. This love is beautiful. Did you see that? It was a flip it and reverse it. Ooh, answer the call. You might get a phone call about a new job opportunity. In my dream, I was on my laptop. In my dream, something just fell out. In my dream, I was on my laptop. Like I said, I was about to write a letter to HR about the job that I was leaving, but realized I didn't have to worry about that job anymore because I had already, given them my notice and been like, deuces, I'm out. I had already moved. I said that to say, something better is coming in for you. You've already done the research. You've already done the homework. You secured the bag. You've secured the new location. You know what area you want to move to. You know where you and your partner, excuse me, because that kept coming in like us. Why you not saying us? Excuse me, I'm sorry. That was actually a message. That's funny. An email. Just said a moment ago, the phone call. You're probably going to get a phone call or an email about a job opportunity that is going to move you and place you exactly where you want to be, where y'all want to be. Both of y'all may work remotely. Maybe that's why I was talking about Barcelona. And y'all can go anywhere the hell y'all want to go. Y'all must work remotely, both of y'all. I feel like she's like holding the U-Haul truck back, like trying to close the doors. Like, we can't fit all this shit in here. Where we going? We can just travel light. We don't have to take all of this shit. But yeah, y'all uprooting and leaving. So Empress and Emperor, y'all about to move in together. Y'all about to move over to M8 could have something to do with it. Moving 8. Motivation. This is your motivation to move. That's what it is. You were seeking confirmation to move. Yes. There you go. Yes. Play the game. Play the game. Ooh, child. You're gonna leave some hearts broken and some tears when y'all uproot and leave, but that's okay. Because y'all leaving for you. Family is always going to be there. Family has to let you spread your freaking wings. Like, my gosh, birds don't have birds to keep them in the nest. They have birds so they can teach them how to create the nest and have their own families. And you know what I'm saying? They'll be drifting on a memory. They may call you and be like, I miss you, and da-da-da-da-da. Just like your friend over here that's having a whole tower moment because you won't come back, because you won't stay stagnant with them. That's okay. That is okay. This is your confirmation today. Life goes on. This may be a Pisces that's stuck and stagnant about you leaving. This may be a water sign that's upset about you leaving, but there's something with what they're going to say to you that's a red flag. And you're just like, you know what? My sky is great and blue and shining. And what you're saying to me is just, it's not conducive to what I want. Or to my life, or to what we need. So it's definitely become a we situation. It is a we situation. We got a pink wolf on the bottom. What about it? See through them, heavy and Capricorn. So a pink wolf, possibly the Pisces, is going to say something. Like I said, you're going to see right through them. Capricorn, I'm getting holidays. So I was home in the dream. That's funny. The dream had nothing to do with holiday season, but it was definitely, I went home to introduce my partner to my family. So even if you go home, it's probably when this pink wolf or family member or your friend is going to jump stupid. And by jump stupid, I mean they're going to say something negative that's going to be like, oh, how did I forget this? The reason that I felt that I could leave my significant other with my family was because even before getting there, they said to me, not my baby. They're not gonna say nothing bad about my baby. So it was like, I wasn't telling them that my family is bad or something like that, but I was like, whatever projection or assumption that you hear from my family, bring it to me so we can talk about it. Let's take it to God first and talk about it, because there's no way that I want any type of stale air between you and I. And what they said to me was, not my baby. Whew. This Emperor is giving, oh, I need to pull some tarot. Anything else? Answer the call. Yes, I did say that you were going to get a phone call or email about a new job opportunity. And it's about time, Aries. Aries could be the Emperor or the Empress. Wow, Taurus. Divine energy. Oh, the way that this popped out. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I was saying that I felt like I could leave my Emperor to deal with my family, to be alone with my family after just meeting them, is because the type of confidence that they display and the type of dominance they display, it felt like they matched my fly. It felt like they matched my whole vibe. And the way that I'm looking at this with Aries, divine energy, and Taurus, this is a perfect match. As I said, this is a higher level soulmate. This is not just a twin flame connection. This is your person. So Aries, your soulmate is a Taurus. Taurus, your soulmate is an Aries. In any capacity, okay? It does not have to be your moon and your moon sign. I can't even get the words out. Just look at this, okay? Divine energy, right in the middle. I said, go to God and come to me. Whatever it is that you hear, whatever projection, let's go to God and then come to me. Whew. Yes. What's behind? Yes. Manifest in moments and pulled in different directions. Yes. So if you are pulled in different directions, let's use this armor of protection, because I don't want to be sitting in regret about this relationship here. Oh, goodness gracious, that feels so good. Let's get some tarot. Ooh, we have Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness. We have Ace of Swords on the bottom, coming in as confirmation, because I don't want to be sitting in regret. Yes, talk to me. Talk to me. Let's break it down. You feel this way, I feel that way, God said. You get what I'm saying? You feel this way, I feel that way, God said, okay? Let's roll these clouds in. I don't care how dark it's gonna get, whatever it is that we need to talk about, whatever it is that we need to discuss. This is why I said this feels like a higher level soulmate, a deeper connection, a stronger connection. That nostalgia feeling that you got, that first love type of feeling, like I'll never be able to fall in love again like my first love. Like my first love was every fucking thing. Guess what, bitch, you did. Whew. King of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Y'all have been through, wow. Yeah, y'all have both been through a lot, enough. Y'all have passed every test to get to this destination. Y'all have reached the finish line. That's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that big old finish line, and I'm seeing two people running in towards it. And it's like it doesn't even snap. I feel like somebody's hand pulls it out so that y'all can run in towards the line. Like it turns into a whole V. Somebody is pulling it this way, and it turns into a whole V, and I'm seeing two people run into it. Wow. It's giving balance. It's giving fruitfulness, plentiful. This relationship is being judged by its fruit, and God says yes. God says yes. God says yes. Hello? Ooh. 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 I love when I get confirmation like this because I'm about to cry. God says yes. Child, do I need to say anything else? Top of the deck? Okay. Just, like I said, top of the deck. This is the continuation of the read that I did in the park. I cannot believe this here. I cannot believe this here. Actually, I can, and it is beautiful. It is your higher level soulmate. This has been so ordered from upstairs. Y'all about to move in together. Y'all about to fight off the naysayers. Y'all about to be the town's hottest new couple, and you don't even care about social media. That, oh my gosh, can you imagine being in a restaurant with your partner and just being like all canoodled up and stuff, and people in the restaurant are looking at y'all like, why aren't they taking photos? Why aren't they sharing what they're eating? Why aren't they posting where they are? Because it doesn't matter. Because God sees where we are, and we're right here, toasting in his rainbow. 48:34. I think I'm done. I'm all tingly and shit. I think I'm done. That first bite of chocolate cake. This is where you are, Empress. This is where you are, Emperor. When y'all meet, when y'all do the things, I mean life, people. I mean when y'all do life together, this is how it feels. And you're allowed to be in your feelings. Please understand that. You are allowed to be in your feelings. You are allowed to be emotional. You are allowed to be vulnerable. Please step off of the falseness and the fakeness that you should run from your feelings. Please don't listen to people that are like, oh, you in your feelings about them. Yes. Yes, I am. Wholeheartedly, bitch. Yes, I am. What about it? What about it? Whew. Yes. Yes. And yes, okay? Yes, yes, and yes. God says yes. Ooh.